Hello and welcome to rideXdrive, and today we have something very, very rare. It's the 2021 Kia Forte GT. And I know you may be thinking, what's so rare about a Kia Forte? And well, it's this, the 6-speed manual transmission.
Over the last decade, transmission technology has drastically changed, and the go-to transmission technology for performance-focused vehicles is the dual-clutch setup. The options for buyers who enjoy the experience of rolling through their own gears are extremely limited. Car and Driver recently listed all the new vehicles you can buy with the manual transmission in the US market, and there were only 28.
And that means cars like this are going away. But lucky for us, Kia hasn't given up on the manual transmission. So in today's video, we're gonna go for a drive with the 2021 Kia Forte GT Manual and see what it has to offer.
We'd like to thank the folks at JTs Kia in Rock Hill, South Carolina for letting us spend some time with this 2021 Kia Forte GT. JTs Kia has a nice selection of new and used vehicles, so if you're in the market for a new vehicle, certainly check out the folks at JTs Kia. The Kia Forte received a major redesign in 2019, and the Forte GT was added to the lineup last year. As the name might suggest, the Forte GT is a performance-minded trim in the Forte lineup. The one we have here is a 2021 Kia Forte GT Manual in deep sea blue. The GT trim adds a number of design elements that give it a sportier look. Up front, the most notable differences on the GT are the front grille, which gets red accents, and a GT badge. GT models also get unique LED projector headlights. From the side, the changes are more noticeable, with the 18-inch alloy wheels that have a split 10-spoke design. Behind the front wheels are 12-inch disc brakes that are 1 inch larger than lower models for better braking performance. The mirrors get gloss black trim, and the side sills are body colored with gloss black trim. In the rear, the GT model has a gloss black spoiler as standard. There's a red accent line on the lower part of the bumper, and dual exhaust tips. The mid-level GT line shares a number of these design features with the GT, but the LED headlights, wheels, and dual exhaust are the obvious visual features that set the two cars apart. Getting into the Forte GT can be done using the key you see here, or by pressing the button on the door handle.
Alright, hopping into the 2021 Kia Forte GT Manual, and keeping in mind this is a compact car with an MSRP of just over $23,000, so there's not a whole lot of luxury features in this vehicle, but Kia has still managed to put a lot of soft touch materials on the upper part of the door, as well as in commonly touched areas. These seats feel really good. They're lined with cloth as well as leatherette material on the sides. There are quite a bit of hard plastics on the center console, as well as down here on the lower portions of the door, which is to be expected in this class. However, and most important, is the way all of these materials are put together. Everything is very sturdy, there's no panel gaps, no squeaks and cracks, and Kia continues to be a top-notch competitor in all the segments they compete in terms of build quality.
This manual car has the highest MSRP in the Forte lineup. Cars with the dual clutch can add the GT2 package for $2,000, which adds a number of notable options such as upgraded sports seats with heating and ventilation, 10-way power adjustments for the driver's seat, and smart cruise control. Dual clutch Forte GTs also offer an illuminated GT logo on the dashboard and different drive modes, both of which are unavailable on manual cars. The likelihood is, if you're opting for the manual transmission, that means you like to drive, and well, all those things just add weight. Having 3 pedals means you can roll your windows down, find a nice road, and enjoy the feeling of being connected to your car. It's worth noting the manual car does come standard with a number of the features in the GT2 package. These include an 8-speaker Harman Kardon audio system, wireless phone charger, LED interior lighting, a power sunroof, and the 4.2-inch LCD meter display. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard across the range and can provide access to navigation and entertainment options. The cloth and leatherette seats are supportive, look nice, and feel good to sit in. The flat-bottom steering wheel is also a great addition and feels good to grip onto. In terms of connectivity, there are USB and 12-volt ports. Rear passengers are treated to climate control vents and cup holders in the fold-down armrest. Up front, there's 38.8 inches of headroom, and there's 42.2 inches of legroom. In the rear, headroom is 37.5 inches, and legroom is 35.7 inches. That puts the Forte GT right on par with its main competitors, the Honda Civic Si, which is no longer in production, and the Volkswagen Jetta GLI. The Forte offers more headroom than both, but a bit less legroom in the rear. Out back, you can get into the trunk using the key or by pressing the button on the deck lid. The Forte GT has 15.3 cubic feet of cargo space, more than both the Civic and Jetta. The rear seats can fold down for larger items, and underneath the floorboard is a spare tire. The Forte GT has a push-button start. Let's press the button and start it up. The Forte GT comes with Kia's 1.6-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. It makes 201 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. After driving this Forte around a bit, I'll be honest and say this isn't as performance-focused a car as other vehicles in Kia's lineup that wear the GT badge. It's also not as performance-driven as both the Civic Si and Jetta GLI, but what it is a very good top-trim vehicle. When you consider this car starts at a price $2,000 cheaper than last year's Civic Si and $3,000 cheaper than a Jetta GLIS, it all starts to make sense. This car makes essentially the same power as a 2020 Civic Si, and opting for a manual transmission keeps the car's curb weight under 3,000 pounds, so there's enough acceleration to enjoy yourself. Kia has also given the GT a unique multi-link rear suspension, and it helps improve the car's handling. Drive the Forte GT at about 80 to 90%, and it delivers on the GT name. When you start to push it a bit closer to its limit, it doesn't remain as confident as its rivals. Most of this is due to the feel, as the steering setup is the same as what you will find throughout the rest of the Forte lineup. There is a sport button that will tighten things up a bit. The braking, suspension, and engine do their jobs well, but there is a bit of disconnect in terms of what you feel through the steering. However, very few owners push their cars to the limit, and if you keep the Forte GT in its comfort zone, it's truly fun to drive. But what about the manual transmission? The Forte's 6-speed transmission is easy to operate. The clutch pedal is light and the shifts are precise. Regardless of how good and how fast dual clutch transmissions and even traditional automatic transmissions are these days, they still can't replace the connected experience you get from a manual transmission. With the retail price under $24,000, there's really nothing else on the market that can offer this level of performance for the price. If you opt for the dual clutch and no added options, you can get a Forte GT for less than $23,000. With over 200 horsepower, we would certainly call that a bargain. The Forte GT offers a strong value proposition. Having the option to enjoy the connection to driving that a manual transmission gives you is just an added bonus. The Forte GT Manual isn't long on optional features, but its standard equipment is more than enough to make this car competitive for the price. So if you're the type that minds your budget, but you're looking for something with an injection of excitement, great build quality, reliability, and most importantly, a manual transmission, then the 2021 Forte GT Manual just might be the car for you. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. You can also find us on Instagram at rideXdrive.